What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. Travis Kelce is a 3-time Super Bowl winning tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. Unfortunately, 2 of those victories came against my 49ers, but Travis Kelce is a great talent. I mean, I can't take anything away from the guy. He always kills us, okay? But remember, he used to be in a long-term relationship with this lady by the name of Kayla Nicole. So Kayla Nicole is this model. I don't know if she's an Instagram model, but they were on and off for 5 years. And of course, she wanted something more in the relationship or out of the relationship, and she just didn't get that. Unfortunately, like I said in life, you don't always get what you want. But nevertheless, Kayla Nicole went on a podcast and was talking about what she has figured out now in relationships that she's going to do different.
When I tell you I thugged it out, moved out of that house, lived in New York for 3 years on my own, jumped from job to job, had no connects, but I felt so accomplished.
Yeah,
right.
Staying there.
I was fresh out of college, and it was like, low-key, I needed that, because you would have been a crutch. I would have been just living up under him, doing whatever, being a wife without a ring, which is like my favorite thing to do.
Oh my God,
that is my jam. Like, you want to play house with me? Let's play house.
I
I love house. You want me to build a house and then furnish the house and then make it better of a house?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
You want me to make it a home?
But sometimes it's those moments that really push you. Open your eyes to the world. Like, oh, wait, I don't need a man.
Right.
Yeah. I can survive without a man.
You don't need no damn man. I mean, they're just men are just like a little fun snack, a little dessert,
Honestly,
a little something.
It's a little treat.
Yeah, a little treat.
So do you still feel like you're healing past?
Oh yeah.
Everything that you have had go on
this past year.
But the way that you just said, I have a random question, but the way that you were just play a wife without a ring. Are there anything in all of your past relationships, you said that you love to do that, so I'm sure it's happened before, but do you have opinions on that now? I'll never do this in my next relationship.
Yeah.
I'll never give this much of myself if I'm not gonna have a ring on my finger, be committed fully to somebody. Because a lot of times women do get in these relationships, especially with high profile people. You feel like you have to be this super woman and do all of these things without a ring. It's sometimes I feel like women have this mindset of I have to earn the ring. You get what I mean? And I definitely know from having dated people who play football myself, that kind of, I've talked about the hierarchy of things with that, the baby mamas, the girlfriends, the fiancés, the wives, it's this whole thing. So do you feel like now going into relationships you would manage everything differently?
Yeah, I think naturally as women we're groomed to think that we're nurturers. That's our innate desires to take care of a man and to take care of a household, which is true. But I think we need to do a better job, just as society or as women, to teach other women, that's not your responsibility.
Right.
Yeah.
Your number one responsibility, take care of you.
Right.
Your number one responsibility is to have your dreams in order, to have some ambition and some drive and some focus for that. And then, if things align, okay, start building that house with a person that showed that they are deserving of that time and effort. I'm not gonna ever say never say never. I'll never be the girlfriend that helps with the wifey, activities or whatever. But even recently, for example, I was talking to a guy who I'm no longer talking to now.
Look,
because it's a tight ship.
So what are some
here.
non-negotiables though?
It's
after
a tight
you?
ship. Let me tell you one. So this is what he moved into a new apartment. God, I hope he sees this. He's gonna be like, Kayla, what the hell?
Lock in.
He moved into a new apartment and was like, help me. Will you help me furnish it? And it was an immediate hard no. I don't do that anymore. I've done that before and I don't do that anymore. Bless you. Love your new space. I hope it turns out great, but I will not be picking out couches and flatware.
I can Google
sheets.
you a number to somebody who can help you with that.
An interior decorator.
Heavenly.
Literally.
Unless you want to put me on payroll, I'm not doing nothing.
Right.
Now that's Kayla Nicole now. She's not helping no dude fix his house. She's not gonna do any of that. Hey, she's not gonna do none of that, right? It's up to her. I get it. But let's look at what Travis Kelce is doing for this white lady by the name of Taylor Swift. Travis Kelce, who they accused of not spending any money on Kayla Nicole, has spent nearly $100,000 on gifts to Taylor Swift in 1 year of dating. All right. Now, basically, Taylor Swift is even more richer than he is, has more money than he is. But he has bought her a 14 karat gold tennis bracelet. He has bought her an 18 karat yellow gold Cartier watch. He has bought her other things, $12,500 in flowers. So basically, why didn't he do this for Kayla Nicole? I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Kayla Nicole wasn't worth it to him. All right? And see, here's the issue that a lot of people, have a problem with. Same thing, men or women. Let me tell you a story. I was dealing with this lady. She's now married to someone else. But we loved each other very dearly. I just couldn't, get it together neither could she. But she broke up with me and was dealing with her so-called best friend. We got back together. And the first time we got back together, I noticed something was a little different in the bedroom. She was a little different. Okay? She was a little rough. And she wasn't that schoolgirl that I knew in the bed. So I didn't need to ask what happened. I know what happened. Dude was clapping the cheeks harder. And so she had a different experience with a dude that she brought back to me, which I really didn't like it that much. I mean, obviously I didn't end up staying with her, but you guys get my drift, right? A woman can come across a man that just make her feel a certain way. It can make her want to do a lot for that man, sexually or mentally. It's been women that you can meet in the first 2 or 3 weeks, and their attitude and their disposition, it can make you feel so good. You're like, you know what, damn, I really just want to deal with you like that. I want to buy you stuff. You ever have a girlfriend in which you really want to give her everything just because of how she acts, how she behaves, but you're getting around another chick and you're like, I'm not giving her ass nothing. I'm not giving her nothing. And that's the real issue about Kayla Nicole. A lot of ladies are not really so concerned about what a man wants, about giving value to a man. So many ladies, I feel like in today's world, are really concerned about what they can get out of something, and I get it because we live in that kind of world. But if you're going to be that lady where you're concerned about what you're going to get out of a situation, don't be surprised if a man, just don't want to give it to you. Don't want to open his wallet. He might still be with you. He might still stay with you, but he's not going to get a lot, especially if you're not contributing in the way that the man has asked you to. That is a big no-no. Okay? Women have to learn that as much as you want to get for yourself, honey, you need to be given to. Why don't you want to also give too? What's the issue with that? What's the fundamental problem with that? Can we have a conversation about that? That is very important. And again, still, I have no idea why that's an issue, right? And Kayla Nicole still don't have nobody spending no money on her. Nobody wants to put up with her because she's not trying to offer any value. When you offer value to people, you get what you want. And I always try to teach people this. First of all, you give people what they want. What do? In turn, they will give you what you want. Think about Apple. If we can all think about Apple as a company. We love Apple as a company, most of us, because Apple is so concerned as a business about providing all the things that we're looking for. That, the customer service, you go to Apple Store, you get elite customer service, you're getting everything that you need. And in return, you're like, damn, this product works good. I don't mind spending damn near $2,000 for an iPhone, or however much for an iPad or a MacBook Pro. It's worth it. I need to have it. I want to have it. I don't mind spending money. But when you're not a good product, nobody wants to invest. And a lot of guys in today's world, I'm just gonna be honest with you. They know that they're not gonna get a lot from some of the situations they're dealing with. That don't mean they don't want to keep you in there. It don't mean they don't want to love you, but they're not gonna invest. For the woman who wants a man to say, listen, I want to buy a house, right? I want to put you into a home. I want to put you into a nice neighborhood. Do you know what kind of woman you need to be for a man to say that in today's world, where it is very expensive to do that? You know, it's like 80% of the opportunity to get a divorce. Like, look, you gotta be worth it. And Travis Kelce found Taylor Swift in many ways is giving him more opportunities than she was. That's why he's investing. You give all that money to Kayla Nicole and you get nothing. And again, people gonna get mad. People can get upset. But I want to tell you this. I know that you are mad. It is not my fault. It is what it is. Women have to be concerned about what men desire in relationships. How can they add that exact value? And then if you can't, just, go somewhere and be quiet. Okay? Be like Kayla Nicole, me bitter. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. For all you do, heard the bell. We're out.